Peace to you all. The drama surrounding Chris Tyson has been brewing for quite some time now. Chris is one of the key members of the MrBeast team and one of the longest participating one. He appeared in almost all of the videos on all of the channels. He is MrBeast's #1 subscriber, Jimmy's best friend. Chris was a fan favorite, appearing in almost all of MrBeast videos, and people just loved him. He had always been the quintessential Chad, representing quite the manliness in the crew. He was the man to build the tents, the man to gather the food, the man to start the fire. He even got married and had a son, Tucker. Now, he's a woman.
What is a woman?
Yeah.
Even Sneeko was shocked at this, as he has known Chris for quite some time.
The Chris I know was like a truck driving, AK-47 shooting, Call of Duty playing, dip chewing. Yep, that was the Chris I knew. Was, woo, Trump, what's up with all these trannies? The Chris, he had a southern accent, he was driving monster trucks, and he helped me shoot my first AK-47. And he was chewing dip, and he was smoking Marlboro Reds. He had just bought a big truck with all the MrBeast money. That was Chris. What the f*** happened?
After multiple speculations, many people blamed Carl for converting Chris. This is called the Carl effect. Carl woke up one day and decided that Chris shall be a fine lady today. He delved deep into his dark mystical arts and used them to gayify Chris and changed him into a woman. Now, Carl himself confirmed to being almost asexual, which is... hold on a minute. Which is not feeling a sexual desire or attraction to anyone. I have so many questions, but first, how could this turn someone gay? By the way, a sub to the channel would be quite transformative. Anyway, some might feel that this Carl effect is true, partly because subconsciously people think that LGBT can influence other people's sexuality and gender identity. We all know the saying, you are who your friends are, right? Well, some studies indicate that it's deeper than that. So it is possible. What I want you to take from this Carl effect is that it's not entirely baseless, but also not the root cause. Carl has always been open and free with how he expresses himself, and that could have given Chris the push to do this to himself. Maybe he felt a spark for it or something. As soon as Carl and Chris were seen in a lot of videos together, many people started to notice that Chris would start to change a bit. Now, I think we all need to stop blaming Carl for gayifying Chris or whatnot, because obviously anybody would commit to their choices if they got the support they need. It's just human nature. The main problem is the fact that his friends are supporting this self-harm. Now, people who are against this probably looked up to Chris as he demonstrated masculine traits and might see Chris's transition as a betrayal. However, what probably got more of people's attention is Chris's family. I mean, imagine you commit to living with someone, marry them knowing that you'll spend the rest of your life with them and have a beautiful baby together. Then, he ends up telling you, hey, I'm bi. And then he starts to exhibit more of the opposite gender's traits. You'd feel at the very least weird. Everyone has their own reaction to such situations, some more extreme than others, but I'm sure most people would agree that putting someone in such a situation is just not fair. Well, in a post from March 2023, Chris made a confirmation about their separation, revealing that they had been apart for more than a year. There are a lot of reasons as to why Chris is receiving negativity and criticism, but I feel like this could be the main reason. Chris also has a son that is around 2 years old, and many people were discontented after realizing that the son now has a missing father figure in his life. There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak men times. Chris would respond to this tweet. This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and gender non-conforming folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate. It's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. On a different tweet, somebody commented, in a few years, look back at this thread and remember, they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. MrBeast responded, opinion irrelevant, ratio. The guy responded, I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing I'm not a coward who idly stands by watching his friend ruin his own life. This tweet also resonates with what Sneeko said in the stream, unafraid to share his opinion.
The people that are encouraging this, they think that they're doing the right thing. They're all brainwashed. Even MrBeast thinks that he's doing the right thing by supporting his friend Chris. brainwashed. If you really cared, you would not encourage his delusion now. You would look at the long term and see that this is something that he's doing because he is brainwashed by social media, because he's living in the West where this is pushed by a bunch of garbage. If you were really his friend right now, you would hear what I'm saying, because someone's going to clip this and send it to him. You would tell him you've made the wrong decision.
What's interesting is that the old Chris a few years ago made a video with Jimmy about transgenders titled, "I sexually identify as an attack helicopter."
Alright, time to see if they've updated the gender list. They have 63 genders up there, but they can't have my gender? Bro, what are you doing? Bro? Did you just assume my gender?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misgender you.
You're such a helophobe. Get out! I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of soaring over the oil fields, dropping hot, sticky loads on disgusting foreigners. People say to me that a person being a helicopter is impossible. I'm having a plastic surgeon install rotary blades, 30mm cannons, and AMG 114 Hellfire missiles on my body. From now on, I want you guys to call me Apache and respect my right to kill.
Transgenderism is a legitimate mental illness. Believing that you're something that you're not. You say anorexia is a mental illness, and it's believing that you're a different body weight. How is it not a mental illness to think that you're a different gender? Multiple personality disorder, there's they, thems. I believe I'm two genders at the same time. Mental illness. We need to start saying that. People who know the truth know that, but they don't want to face the scrutiny of everybody saying, but that's transphobic. Fine. I have a phobia of my son growing up with two mommies and one half mommy thing running around. I think you should be scared of that.
The MrBeast team showed a lot of support and positivity, probably giving him the courage to go through his decision of changing teams. However, it's a known fact that gender transition can change people's behavior, vibe, and personality. So I'm sure they just didn't know how to react. I mean, look at them.
Oh my God, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
Be brave, be honest, be kind, Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Hi guys. Where should I put this?
Oh, wait a minute.
I've been here.
What?
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
Oh, wow, he's different.
Yeah.
Oh, cardboard.
Okay.
Yo, you're funny.
Am I gonna go anywhere?
All those people are wrong.
Either there or like somewhere.
Who said
Don't listen
that?
to them. You're funny.
Who
Who said I wasn't?
Just don't look.
This is good to go.
Package that you to Chandler that you feel.
Even your mom agrees on this. MrBeast looks tired, disappointed, uncomfortable, and different. Chandler's my favorite of the bunch, and I can see how it might be difficult for him to be okay with this transition. Imagine being friends with someone for many years, building a bond, and then suddenly they change their gender. It's just confusing, awkward, upsetting even. Even if you were not a religious person, this is difficult to process, handle, and accept. Someone changing their gender affects the people around them, whether you'll admit it or not. It's just the truth. Chandler's the only one who did not publicly support Chris, and people kept bashing him. I don't understand, why are you guys forcing him to accept it? Is it okay only when you force others, but not the other way around? I think even if Chandler himself said that, I don't support LGBT, then we shouldn't bash him for that because it's his own opinion and belief. He is not hurting anyone. Aside from Chandler, my heart goes out the most to Jimmy. I love his videos and I'm sure he's one of the kindest people in the world. I've been a big fan since 2017 and I always had the dream to meet with him and even be a part of his YouTube videos. This is an especially difficult situation for Jimmy, who is essentially caught between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, he cannot be seen as rejecting or disapproving of Chris's transition, as that would likely result in a significant backlash from the LGBT community, and eventually get cancelled for his own opinions or values. On the other hand, if he fully embraces Chris's transition and continues to feature him prominently in his videos, he risks losing a portion of his audience, who may not be supportive of the LGBT community. Chris's transition will definitely have a substantial impact on both the MrBeast image and the viewership it attracts. I believe Chris needs to start recognizing the potential impact that his unique situation has on the MrBeast brand. I mean, if he is Jimmy's best friend since elementary school,
He would need to talk less about himself and his sexuality and talk more to Jimmy about the problem at hand, so that they can take the necessary steps to mitigate any negative consequences as much as possible, even if it means him leaving the channel voluntarily. This is really difficult. Jimmy, I know you're under a huge pressure because of this situation. I just wanted to reach out and offer my support. You've always been known for your generosity and kindness, and it's clear that you care deeply about your friends. That's why you're uncomfortable. You want to say something, but you're forced to suppress your emotions and opinions. You can't be silent like Chandler, and you feel stuck. It's impossible to please everyone, but what's important is staying true to your values and beliefs, because I know they come from the right place. I'm not talking about love. That liberal thing's overrated and cringy. You know what I mean, and you know the truth. You are not alone in this. Express your real thoughts to everyone, and you will see how many of us will be there to support you. For the rest of us, the viewers, I want to say that we should all go easy on Jimmy during this time. He's in an impossible dilemma. We should all remember that Jimmy is a human being with feelings and emotions just like the rest of us. He is not perfect, but he always tries to do what is right and make the world a better place. Let's support him and give him the benefit of the doubt. We need to be fair here and let him base his decision on his value and belief, because this is his channel, not Chris's channel. If you wish to support Chris, there are other ways to do so. Letting him jeopardize the MrBeast brand is not one of them, because it directly hurts Jimmy. Please do share this video so it can reach my boy Jimmy, and let me know, what do you think is the best course of action to deal with this unique problem? What would you do in Jimmy's place? Or you can even just share your thoughts in the comments. And also please feel free to let me know if I missed anything in this video. Please do not spread hate, do not bash anyone. You can share your opinion. Both sides can share their opinions, but bashing each other isn't going to help us understand each other. We need to understand each other's stances and viewpoints, and we shouldn't force each other to accept them. I am trying to be neutral, but at the same time, I have to express my own thoughts and opinions. This is freedom of speech, and it is my right to share my opinion and thoughts about any topic. I'm not trying to spread hate, and please do not take anything that I've said in this video out of context. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.